According to the American Enterprise Institute, as of 2012, the cost of college textbooks has increased by 812% since 1978. That was back in 2012. It's 2015 now. I'm kind of nervous to hear about what that statistic is now. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Emily Jordan. And today I will be persuading you all that college textbooks are too expensive. We as college students are victim to these high textbook prices, and they're creating a very bad financial burden for us all, and it's actually quite unfair. We need a solution. Today, I will be talking to you about the problems that expensive textbooks cause, what's causing those problems, and what solutions we can take to fix them. Well, what is the problem that we're facing? The problem is that college students cannot afford textbooks. Well, the College Board says that on average, college students specifically, spend about average $1,200 a year on textbook and supplies. That is a ginormous number. And of course, it depends on a couple of factors. Are you a full-time student? How many classes are you taking? And naturally, some classes have more expensive textbooks than others. For example, sciences and math usually cost more than English or history, for example. The National Association of College Stores also says that approximately, on average, it costs $370 for just a single textbook. That's on average, and again, it depends on the subject. That is outrageous. And if you're multiplying that by 4, that's absolutely ridiculous. Now, the unfortunate part is most students, such as myself, will continue to buy these books, and then there are a few who won't. They just won't buy them, and they will start mooching off of others. Have you ever had that experience where someone wants you to text them a picture of pages 5 through 8, like at 8 o'clock at night, so they can do their math homework? It's annoying, and that just creates a huge problem for everyone. Well, now that we've addressed the problem that college students cannot afford textbooks, why can't they? What is the cause of the problem? Well, the cause is actually quite simple. Students cannot afford college textbooks because they are outrageously priced. And they are outrageously priced for numerous amount of reasons, but today I will be telling you about 4 reasons. The first reasons that they're overly priced is that schools want to make a profit. I don't know about you guys, but it kind of bothers me that the schools want to make a quick buck off of my education. That kind of bothers me. I don't really like it that much. Well, I'm not sure if you guys knew this, but according to the National Association of College Stores, schools make around 21.6 cents per dollar from textbooks. Now, they go ahead and pay expenses for salaries and other expenses they may have, and at the end of the day, they make 4 cents per textbook. Now, that doesn't sound like that much, and it's not. But who says that they're not increasing their prices to make sure they can get a higher profit? And when they increase their prices, we have to pay more. Another thing that college bookstores do is that they buy back our books. And from my experience, buying back books is not fun. And actually, the Advising Committee on Student Financial Aid has reported that college bookstores typically buy back books for about 5 to 35% of the original price. That's terrible. That's not a lot of money you're getting back. The second reason that textbooks are outrageously priced is because publishers also want to take our money. College students are a huge central focus groups for publishers. They love us. They love raising their textbook prices because they know that most of us are going to follow along and get them. The U.S. News reports that publishers make around 77.4 cents per dollar for every textbook they sell. They do God knows what with that money, but that's a lot of money that they're making, and they keep racking up prices because they want our money. The third reason that textbooks are too expensive is that they're constantly being updated. Edition 2 quickly turns into Edition 3 a couple years later, and they are usually for minor changes. I do find it unfair that students are required to pay full price for a new book that only has a few problems missing here and there, or a couple chapters were switched around, nothing drastic, yet they made a new book and stuck a huge price on it. Eventually, a professor can use the old editions for some time, but eventually they're going to be forced to switch by administration. And then the last reason that textbooks are too expensive, and this is a cause to our problem, is that books are bundled. For those of you who have taken math classes here, you may know that a lot of these textbooks come with something such as My Math Lab or WebAssign. These are online components where you have to do homework, and most of the time that's required for the class. And those add on so much more money to those textbooks. Actually, in 2008, Congress passed a bill that made it mandatory for publishers to unbundle the books, sell them separately. And not a lot of students know that, and they end up buying the bundle anyway. So, I just went over the causes to this problem, but what can you do, and what can I do as a college student to solve this problem? What's our solution? Well, one solution we have is to use ebooks, online textbooks. It's cheaper for both us as students and the publishers. The publishers don't have to deal with printing costs, paper, ink, that's all out of the question, and they're saving money as well. Another thing with digital textbooks is that you can buy the access code for those online components, and the ebook will come with it. Also, if they're making frequent updates, they make another update, just update the online textbook. Like if I have an iPad, let's say Apple makes new iOS 8 point whatever they're on right now. When they make an update, you just update it, right? They don't make a new iPad, you just install the update. So that ebooks is one solution. Another solution are textbook rentals. Some people like hard copies of textbooks, and I understand, I'm the same way. It's much cheaper to rent textbooks. You can get them from websites such as Chegg. You can do whatever you want with them as long as you turn them in and they're in good condition. So I'd like to draw your attention to this visual that I have over here. What I did is I compiled some data here. This here, let me go ahead and put this up. This here is called Statistics, Informed Decisions Using Data. This is the textbook I use for my statistics class. And basically with this, I went ahead and broke down all the different price ranges on how you're buying them. If you buy it straight from the publisher with the bundle, it's $210. That's a lot of money. And it's a lot of money. Now, if you buy it from El Camino College, it costs $123. It's still a lot of money, even though it's less. But look, you buy the access code that comes with the ebook, you're already down to $95, and you see going and going, you get to ebooks and rentals. You can get as low as $33.99. That is fantastic. So today I talked to you about the problems that expensive textbooks have caused, what causes those problems, and what solutions we can take. I encourage you all to stop buying your textbooks. Go ahead and use rentals, ebooks. Do what you can to take away that financial burden and stick up for yourselves, because we don't deserve to be paying these high prices. Thank you, everyone.